Hey y'all, this is TheSouthernSimm here with you with another speed build. And today what I decided to do was another remodel. I decided to go to the Ophelia Villa, the Goth house, and just do some upgrades, kind of like the flip this house. I don't know if or flip that house, I'm sorry. I don't know why I keep getting this. But anyway, I don't know if you've ever seen that show or not, but they kind of just take it and they flip the house with the least amount of stuff to have to do, to give it a facelift, a new look or whatever. So I decided to turn the goth house as if I moved into the goth house and wanted to make it my own. So I had a little fun here. I decided not to, take away from the basic style of the house. I decided to go ahead and just change some things, upgrade some things. I left it the same way. I mean, the same layout. There is no new layout or anything. But I thought about it after, just for the second level there where most of the bedrooms are and the piano. If you really wanted to do this justice, what you could do is do a flip flop and put a bedroom there where the piano is and put that young boy right there and then put the piano upstairs because I turned the upstairs into some, because I've thought about this before in seeing the Ophelia Villa house. I've seen that there's that open spot on the roof that you could make that a place to go out and have a barbecue and just a private place for your Sims that live in the house, the Goth family or whoever you want to put in there, really. Um, so they have a place to just go and hang out by themselves away from everyone else, other Sims that may want to come over and stop by or whatever. So I just did it that way because I thought it would be pretty cool to have that nice little place to go. And there's some, I put those new things from one of the updates that happened after getting, I think it was when we got Island Living Pack is when we got these, but it's the lounge chairs where you can lay there if you're seeing one to sunbathe or whatever. So yeah, so I was like, that's pretty cool. So I put all this stuff up there and there's a nice little place with some chairs and like love seat kind of things that are outdoor furniture up on the top, which you'll get to see here in just a little bit because I was kind of doing this in stages. I was trying to stay in each level, so I started when I got all the outside part finished because I really didn't want to take away as much from the outside except the back. I did remove most everything from the back except for the porch. I decided to put a pool in, as you just saw, and also I decided to put the more plants and stuff in the back, give it more of a detail, and just make it look more homey and more welcoming because I just thought, if I went into this place and wanted to make it my own, I would change a lot of stuff. Now, when I'm getting here to these curtains, I was really struggling because I tried a couple different things. I really didn't like it. And I didn't want to make it to where if in your gameplay, things still stuck out and you couldn't get it to disappear. So what I decided to do was I just kept messing around until I found the right setup. So that way, when I moved around, something just didn't stick out that shouldn't have been. So I did finally finish and do something. But there's where I changed that window to a door. And so that way your Sims could go out. Now the unfortunate thing is here why I think that I should have done this. And maybe another time I may update this build and just post it as an update to it that where I put this bedroom downstairs and put that piano and everything up here. So that way when you come up here you're not going through someone's bedroom. But I mean, it is what it is because that was his bedroom to start with, from the original layout of the house. So, but that would be a welcoming change and just put that piano up there and anything else that's with the piano and just kind of decorate it from there. and that would give it a little bit of a different feel, and it would change the layout of it. And you could take away some of the space. Let me, just saying this, you could take away some of the space from the master bedroom and take away some of that space and some of the space from the younger teenage girl, um, to make it fit better. Cause it would just work better if you could fix that a little differently, so that way you could have all the Sims in their living quarters, their bedrooms, all on one level. I mean, the house is really beautiful in its layout here, but if you did change that one little minor detail, which would make more money if you flipped it like that, because you'd have to put wall and stuff. But because flip this house may not have done that, but it would have been nicer to have all that younger boy, downstairs, but on that level. But it is what it is. Or put the teenage girl upstairs and the younger boy downstairs. But this is just how it was laid out, and I didn't want to, like reinvent the wheel. I just decided to give the house a facelift and just change a few things and see what was available. Like, I would click on that to bring up the different swatches so I could just change the swatch instead of changing the whole wall. So it made it better to do it that way, and then a little less cost, a little less cost in the long run, which is what that show would have done too. And I did upgrade this bathroom downstairs because it didn't have all the aspects of a bathroom. If my memory serves, it only had like a toilet and a sink. I do not think it had a tub or a shower. So I put both in there to kind of give it, everything. So that way you have plenty of, because you got 4 Sims in the house and only 2 showers. So I added a third just to give the house more options. And I put more details in this kitchen because when you really look at it, it's really quite plain when you first come in here. So I added a microwave. I added some other details to it just to give it more of a look in the kitchen, more of a homey feel. And that's what I would have wanted in my house. So I tried to think about ways I could brighten this up, to make it look more homey. And I moved the fireplace just a little, which really isn't a whole great lot. I mean, of course, Flip This House wouldn't have done that, but it is what it is. But, in The Sims, we can do those kind of things, and it's not a big deal if you move something over a little bit. But I like those chairs, but I didn't think that blue matched with the living room other color of the couches. So I changed them here soon to white because I like the fact that it had that pink cushion that kind of, it's not the same shape of cushion, but it still went. So I went with it. I decided to go with that. That round rug in the back, I wanted it to be lighter, but I still wanted it to match. I would have loved a little bit different swatch for that little rug, so that way I could have pulled that off a little better. But, I mean, it is what it is. We only have but so much, and I don't have CC in my game. It's not saying that I wouldn't have CC. It takes so long to go and get that stuff and then download it into the game. And, I mean, at some point I would like to do a cast, and I would like to have a background like I see a lot of the, people, other YouTubers do, where they have a different picture in the background and stuff. So I would like to eventually do something like that, but it's going to be a little ways down the road. With this remodel of my own master bathroom, things have just been a little bit hectic around here. And finally, I have to announce that we seem to have finally got that fixed. I really do. I'm glad to have a sink now in the bathroom. Almost, I think it's 2 weeks ago that we started this task. So I'm thankful that we got it finished or mostly finished. I mean, there's still some odds and ends details that won't take as long, but other than that, yeah, it's finished. The main stuff are finished. The major stuff like sink, toilet, flooring have been put back. But anyway, I just wanted to give the details in the kitchen here and in that dining area. That is a really nice dining area, and I really didn't want to do too much to it, but I did want to update it and give it a brighter look and make it look better. So that way, when you come into it, your sim goes. Because if I remember correctly, in The Sims 3, because I do have The Sims 3 too, as well. I remember that they had moodlets if they liked an area. So I'm not sure I've seen that in The Sims 4, but correct me if I'm wrong. If you've seen that, please leave me a comment. So, oh, yeah, I've seen that before. So, but I'm thinking, I know in The Sims 3, I remember seeing that if they liked, where they were living at, you'd get a little thing that came of notification, pretty surroundings or something like that to tell you that they liked it. So, I mean, having those kind of, decorations in a house and not having blank walls or anything, it helps The Sims. So I just want to, this is my interpretation. So, I mean, if you don't like it, don't download it. um, I just wanted to, because I'm, as you all know, that I have said many times, I just love lots of color. Now, I do not pick pink for when I do a bedroom in my home, but that was a pretty color, and it's romantic color if you want to keep romance in the bedroom. So, and it gives, your married Sims a boost. So I put pink in there. I'm just not a pink fan. It's a pretty color. I don't have a problem with it, but I went ahead and did it in that room for that reason. Now those little curtains there in the master bedroom, I did, and of course in her bedroom here, I put them again. The little valances, I don't really think they match, but I wanted something pretty and something kind of wispy like, and so that's why I went with them. I may, at some point play around with that more. Like if I do a bigger flip where I flip that bedroom around to put the piano upstairs in that very third floor to go out, then I may change that later on. Or if you download this and you don't like that, then please feel free to change it. I mean, it's just my interpretation. But anyway, we're about to be getting to the screenshots because I'm just putting in last minute details here in this bathroom here, and just adding a few details here and there, like more plants and more pictures, and just trying to give it a vibe, so it's more alive, more bright and cherry and stuff, because like I said in the beginning, I was trying to remodel this whole house as if this is something I wanted. This would be a house I would enjoy to live in. One of these days I would like to do a build of my own house. I'm not sure how I'd pull it off because I have a split level house, because you come in and to a landing on the front door. I come into the landing, and from that landing I can either go up the stairs where the kitchen, dining, living room, and then office and 2 bedrooms are, which is our oldest boy's bedrooms, or you go down the landing and you can go to the master bedroom, bathroom, laundry area, a walk-in closet for me and my husband, and the garage. So I'm going to have to play around with that. But here we are in the screenshots. If you like what you see, please download, like, share, and subscribe to my channel and this particular video, because every like, share, and subscribe definitely helps my little channel to grow. This will also be available on the gallery for download under the Ophelia Villa Remodeled. And you can also look it up underneath my the TheSouthernSimm gallery ID also. So thank you again, y'all, and y'all enjoy the rest of the screenshots. I'll leave you with the music, and thank you again for watching. Bye, y'all.